Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Caspar von Moy, Head of Sales and Business Development at Ecop Technologies. And it's my pleasure to introduce our company, our technology, and what it has to do with the overarching topic of data centers and AI today. Let me start by giving you a little bit of background on the company. So we're an Austrian clean tech scale-up company that has developed and is now marketing a unique high-temperature heat pump technology. Our technology is broadly protected. We have our IP organized in several patent families and covered by over 100 patents globally. The company's been around for some time. I spoke to someone earlier who said his company's been around for 1.5 years and it feels like a long journey. We've been around for some 15 years, which is the time it took to develop this radical innovation from an idea on a sheet of paper through various demonstration stages all the way to commercial readiness. And last year saw a really important milestone for us when we closed a first closing of a Series B financing round, which brought KSB as the lead of the round, German pump manufacturer KSB, on board as our first industrial, as well as the EIC fund and virtually all existing shareholders. So what does our heat pump do which is different from others? So our heat pump doesn't have any evaporation or condensation stage like others do. Instead, we operate entirely in the supercritical gas phase. We achieve the compression of our working medium through rotation. Everything's contained in a compact rotor. And through rotation and centrifugal force, we compress the gas and achieve a temperature lift. And that gives us some USPs which are tangible for industry, including very high temperature lifts. We can achieve up to 100 Kelvin with one machine. We achieve output temperatures of up to 200 degrees Celsius. So when you think about industrial steam production, this is something we can do. And we do this with high efficiencies. The working medium that we use is a noble gas mixture. So it's, on the one hand, completely eco and climate friendly, but it's also non-toxic and non-flammable, which minimizes the investments for safety infrastructure. The technology is very flexible in terms of temperature levels and power outputs, etc. It's quiet. You can stand in front of our machines, operating at full load and have a comfortable conversation. It's compact and important for today. It's unusually good at cooling. And whenever we can find an application where a customer requires cooling, and we can do that and then deliver useful process heat with the same machine with 1 times capex and only once the electricity consumption, this is where business cases get really exciting. This year, we're delivering our first machines to commercial customers. What you see on the left is a customer from the F&B industry, and on the right is a district heating project where we're delivering 2 of our machines. And here you see one of our machines. This is the one that's going to the industrial in our facility in Wiener Neudorf at our test track. So what's that got to do with data centers? I think it was Felix Krause who sort of set the stage. Data centers, of course, produce a lot of waste heat, and today most of that's just blown off over the roof. And if you have a very advanced data center, these are few and in between, then they will connect their chiller to a heat pump to then supply, say, a district heating grid. And while that's already a lot better than just blowing off the heat over the roof, you have 2 consumers, so you've got moderate efficiency and slow ROI. And what we propose to do is to make use of the really strong cooling capabilities of our heat pump, connect it directly to the data center to provide the cooling, and on the other hand, produce heat which we can deliver to the district heating grid. And we can show that this significantly reduces the levelized cost of cooling of the data center, and depending on feed-in tariffs, they may even get paid for their cooling, turning a potential problem and liability into a revenue stream. As I mentioned, last year we had our first closing for our Series B financing round, and we raised 10.5 million. There's a little typo here, it should say 10.5. And we're looking for 3 more at the same valuation. And this is particularly exciting because we have shown that we gain traction and all of that, but we also, this is really recent news, yesterday the EU Innovation Fund announced that we are receiving 13.2 million of non-dilutive funding. We're also receiving the STEP Seal of Excellence for the next stage of our development, which is building a factory. And this we plan to start in 28, to then start production in 29 for a capacity of 100 units a year. We have a location. The initial factory planning was actually the basis of the grant that we received, and we're looking for a total invest of 30 million, so 16, 17 still to go. If you're interested in any of this, if you have either an application where you need a good heat pump, or if you want to know more about the 3 million or the larger round, then I'd be delighted to talk to you later. Thank you very much.